Hi, my name's Jane Valenta, Vice President of Environment, Health and Safety. I'd like to congratulate and thank all of the Ergo Cup winners from each of the SBUs, and I encourage you to read about all of the award-winning projects in PPG today. In 2015, 160 projects were submitted by our employees. That resulted in a $6 million savings annually for PPG. Congratulations to PPG Refinish, located in Clayton, Australia, for the winning 2015 Ergo Cup submission. They developed an innovative can key that helps not only our employees, but our customers as well. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce Tim Welsh, Vice President, Australia and New Zealand. Congratulations, Tim, to you and the team.
Jane, it's a great honour to receive this award, and I know the team's worked very hard to get to this point. The Can Key project was a vision that our refinish team came up with a few years ago, and they've worked very hard using some cutting-edge technology to develop this solution. Not only does it help us from a health and safety and an ergonomic perspective, it helps our customers as well, which is a great thing. Our refinish team have been fantastic over the years in finding solutions for customers, and this is just another great example. So on this occasion, I'm very proud, and I thank you very much for the recognition.
I think we've got a couple of issues, you know, the opening, the health and safety stuff, and the ongoing injury. I mean, we should look at, you know, what we can cut down. They jam a screwdriver in it and, you know, or use 2 screwdrivers. I mean, not only that, is that dangerous at the time, but continued use of those screwdrivers, I mean, it's got to put wear and tear on our joints, you know, your hands, your knuckles, you know, that's an issue for us. Issue for our labs, issue for, you know, the people in the cannery. Putting it into every PPG shop is standard thinking for us. By putting it into every other, you know, opposition. I mean, putting a PPG badge in every opposition shop.
It'd be great if it was in every painter's pocket. My group is a good combination between people that come from the trade and also from people who are more technical. We would have what they would describe as whiteboard moments. Somebody has a cool idea, it gets sketched on a whiteboard or on a sheet of paper. Someone else has another idea, but you know, it goes so far, but no further. The purchase of the 3D printer allowed us to create something that was now 3-dimensional, tangible, that we could actually share with people and saying, what do you think? How would a customer use this? Would it be useful? How much would they pay for it? How else could this be used?
Well, when Kevin first floated the idea of purchasing a 3D printer, you know, the first thing I thought about was the cost and how would this fit into, you know, an EH&S problem that we might be able to solve. But then I started thinking about all of the ideas that get floated in meetings and just casually, but never really eventuate from an idea to something really tangible, usually because the leap between an idea and something really tangible is quite a high leap. But when Kevin started talking about the 3D printer, it made a lot of sense to me that we could take an idea and at least narrow that leap to a point where we had something that was quite tangible before we started to invest large amounts of money. But it's brought cross-functions together that normally wouldn't work together. As an example, in-house engineering, sales and marketing. You know, day to day they very rarely have any real reason to be cooperating together.
So we designed something on AutoCAD and we're able to print it off in 3D for them.
Those 3D prototypes allowed us to hold the item, test the item, and also get a physical idea of whether the item was going to work or not.
As a design team, we all got together and looked at other methods of opening that could potentially be put onto these can keys.
Yeah, that's right. So we had to play around with the design, and it developed over time.
Yep. And we were able to incorporate quite a few different opening devices on the can key until we came up with the final can key design.
The other benefit that I saw of the 3D printer was enabling us to do the modelling in-house, come up with components in-house, speed to market, and also it was cost effective.
I think that was the game changer in it all, having a 3D printer and getting it off the whiteboard to be able to hold it and you go, that just doesn't work, it doesn't feel good, there's no leverage, there's, you know, all these other issues.
So the other thing that happened when we went from plastic to metal is the length, right? The shorter it was, the more strain you put on the tool and on your hand, whereas when you get to a nice long tool, you had something nice to handle, to hold, it's smooth, and it gave that length of that lever, made it much more useful, much more powerful.
Yeah, you can get your body behind it, can't you? That's the big thing.
What I like about this tool is it's very simple, it's very easy to use. People can just grab the centre of it here, and it's a fairly static posture. There's no force required, and there's no awkward movements as well to easily open hardener tins. One of the fairly high cost injuries is actually a repetitive strain injury to the wrist and forearm. I think if we can prevent those types of injuries from occurring, we'll be saving a lot of money in the long run in terms of workers' compensation, lost work days and that sort of thing.
And I think this process and developing more and more ideas and being able to take them to the next step to work out whether they're viable or not will certainly bring opportunities for our staff to share their ideas a little bit more, or be more encouraged to bring them forward and see them come to life, but also solve problems for our customers, for our factory staff and the like.
The Ergo Cup was originally designed to really focus on worker safety, but it has evolved into something much more. It's focused on innovation, sustainability, and operational excellence. And that's because of our workers. Our workers are making a difference. I encourage all of you to continue to work safely each and every day. Congratulations and thank you.